This is Marie Segaris from Underground Crafter, and today we're starting week 2 of the Picnic Basket Shawl Crochet Along. Today we'll be working on rows 4 through 6. So to start row 4, we're going to turn, and then we're going to chain 1 and single crochet in the same stitch. Okay, then we're going to start the repeat, which is chain 5 and single crochet in the next chain 5 space twice. So we're going to chain 5. Now you may think this is a chain 5 space, but it's actually just a chain 2 space. So we're going to put our hook into this one and single crochet. Then one more time we're going to chain 5 and then put our hook into the next chain 5 space. Remember to keep those single crochets nice and loose. And now we're going to start the main pattern repeat. So we're going to chain 2 and we're going to cluster in the next chain 1 space, which is right here. Now if you remember those clusters, it's yarn over, insert hook, yarn over and drop a loop, yarn over, draw through 2 loops, and then yarn over into the same space, yarn over and drop a loop, yarn over through 2 loops, and then yarn over through all 3 loops. So we're going to do that 4 times. So that was the first one. So now chain 2, cluster. That's the second time. Chain 2, cluster, oops, chain 2, cluster, and that'll be the last time for this repeat. So that's 4. And then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to single crochet in the next chain 5 space and chain 5 4 times. So single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet, chain 5, let's see, how many times is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we're going to single crochet in the next space here. And then we will repeat that, okay? Now one thing to remember is that we're going to end at when we have 2 chain 5 spaces remaining, so that's 1, 2 plus this little chain 2 space. We're going to end the repeat on the part with the cluster. So we're going to chain 2 and then cluster in the next chain 1 space, chain 2, cluster in the next chain 1 space. We're going to keep doing that so we have 4. Oops. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to end with, we had that repeat, so we're going to end with chain 2, and then we're going to single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5 twice. So single crochet in here, chain 5, and then we're going to single crochet in the 3rd chain of the turning chain. So that would be 1, 2, 3, single crochet right here. And that is row 4. So now we're going to move on to row 5. Okay, so now we're starting row 5, and we're going to turn and chain 5, or again you can chain 5 first if you prefer and then turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's going to count as a double crochet and a chain 2 space. So now we're going to single crochet in our chain 5 space, keeping it nice and loose, and then chain 5. And now we're going to start our repeat. We're going to single crochet in the chain 5 space. Then we're going to do 2 double crochets in the chain 2 space. So starting right here, 1, 2, and then chain 1. And now we're going to do this 3 times. 3 double crochets in the chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. So that's 3 times. That was the first time. Now 3 double crochets in the next one. 1, 2, 3. And chain 1, and one more time, 3 double crochets. And chain 1, and 2 double crochets in the chain 2 space. So just to kind of walk through what's happening there in the sort of pineapple section is you're going to have 2 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and then 2 double crochets right there. And in the next row, when you measure your gauge, this is the area you want to measure across this sort of widest piece, because from here to here is really the widest point of your little picnic basket, okay? So now that we've done that, we're going to continue on with a single crochet in the chain 1 space, in the chain 5 space, and chain 5 3 times. And that's once. Single crochet, nice and loose. That's twice. And that is 3 times. And then we're going to start our repeat again with a single crochet in the next space. Okay, so your row will be ending when you've just finished the 2 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1 3 times, and the 2 double crochet, and you have 2 chain 5 spaces remaining. So these are the 2. Then you're going to single crochet in the chain 5 space and chain 5, and then single crochet in the chain 5 space and chain 2, and then you're going to double crochet in the last stitch, which will be that single crochet from the row before. Okay, so that is row 5. Okay, we're starting row 6. Okay, and you're going to turn and chain 4, or chain 4 and turn. And this will count as a double crochet and a chain 1 space. Now in this first chain 2 space right here, which we've usually been ignoring, we're going to actually do something there. So we're going to cluster. So that's yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and drop a loop, yarn over and go through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook in the same space, yarn over and drop a loop, yarn over through 2 loops, and then yarn over through all 3 loops. So that's our cluster. Then we're going to chain 1 and we're going to double crochet all in that chain 2 space. And now we're going to start our pattern repeat. We're going to single crochet in the next chain 5 space. Then we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to repeat this 4 times. We're going to single crochet in the next chain 1 space, so that's this little one here, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, 4, 5. And that's 4 times. So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. One more here. And then chain 5. And then single crochet in the next chain 5 space. And now we're going to start a new cluster, or new sort of pineapple area. So we're going to double crochet. It's all going to be in the next chain 5 space, by the way. Double crochet, chain 1, and then we're going to repeat this 3 times. Cluster, chain 1, cluster, chain 1, cluster, chain 1, and double crochet. So in that chain 5 space, this is going to be similar to what we did a couple rows back. You're going to have a double crochet, a chain 1, cluster, and chain 1 3 times, and then a double crochet all in this space. And then you're going to single crochet in the next chain 5 space, and then chain 5. And for those of you that had downloaded the pattern on Craftsy, you'll see that I made an update today, so you should check that out for this section here, just where the update really affects. We're going to keep doing that across. So again, we're doing the single crochets in the chain 1 space now, 4 times. Okay, oops, oh no, I had that right. So what we're going to do is we're going to end with our single crochet in the chain 5 space, and we should have just this chain 2 space remaining. And then we're going to do kind of half of what we did back here in there. So we're going to double crochet in the chain 2 space, chain 1, and cluster. So right in there. And then we're going to chain 1 and double crochet in the 3rd chain of the turning chain. So 1, 2, 3. And that is the end of row 6. I will see you back here next week for the next several rows.